Welcome to another edition of Stats Amazing for Round 22. Andrew Marmont with you and Andrew Ferguson here also to talk through the round. And we start off with last night's match between the Eels and the Bulldogs, and the Eels getting up 20 points to 4. What did you make of it, Andrew?
Yeah, I think I referred to them on the Twitter account for Commentary Box Sports as the Bulldogs as being the fun vacuum. Um, they've become hard to watch. Their attack just has nothing about it that looks threatening, and teams are just doing what they want to them at the moment.
Yeah, it's an interesting time with Des Hasler, and they say that another sort of 4 or 5 games and they're going to look at his reappointment, but we'll see how that goes. Eels obviously in the hunt now, top 4. That's great stuff for them. Dragons and Souths, so there's a few different milestones. Talk us through them, Andrew.
Yeah, for the Dragons, we've got 2 for them. Leeson Armour, he'll be bringing up his 150th NRL game appearance, while Gareth Widdop is just 4 points shy of 700 for his career.
Which is good because he really a sort of late entrant in terms of the NRL, but starting to obviously now an established player. And also with this one, Alex Reynolds has a pretty good record as well.
Yeah, Adam's got seven wins in 8 games against the Dragons, while his teammate Alex Johnson has scored 20 tries in his last 23 games in the NRL.
Geez, Johnson on a scoring spree there. Now, Cowboys and Storm up tonight in Townsville. Lachlan Coote brings up a milestone, and also Cameron Smith on the cusp of something else.
Yeah, Lachlan Coote will also play his 150th career game. He's obviously had quite a long injury-plagued career to start with, but he's finally got to that big milestone. And Cameron Smith, currently sitting on 2,099 career points, so he's 1 point away from becoming just the 4th player ever in the game's history to reach 2,100.
He keeps ticking those off. Do you think he'll get 400 games, Andrew, at all?
I can't see any reason why he wouldn't, to be honest. He's one of those freak machines that seems to avoid getting injured, especially playing in the forwards and doing all that defensive work as well. So I think he can.
Yep, I agree. Next up, Knights and the Warriors, 2 teams that don't have a huge amount to play for, except maybe contract extensions and some careers. How do you see this one, and also some milestones again, Trent Hodkinson and Sean Kenny-Dow?
Yeah, I think the Knights are a very big chance of winning this one. There's a lot of betting sort of suggesting that as well. Trent Hodkinson, he's just 4 points away from reaching 600 for his career, while Sean Kenny-Dow, he needs 2 points to reach 500 in his career.
Excellent, thank you, Andrew. Now, Titans and the Broncos, a battle of the one of the Queensland battles. Anthony Don and Andrew McCulloch as well. Some different stats for them.
Yeah, Anthony Don, he's just 1 try away from becoming the 3rd player for the Titans to reach 50 for the club. And Andrew McCulloch, well, the Broncos don't have a great record without him on the field. They've won just 2 of their last 9 games without him.
Yeah, he's a big loss for them, so best wishes for his recovery. Sharks and the Raiders, so it's an interesting matchup, but obviously Sharks want to consolidate their spot at the top. So Chad Townsend, he's a pretty good record against the Raiders. They'll hope, though, it's reversed this weekend.
Yeah, Chad's won 9 of his 10 games against Canberra, while Jordan Rapana's scored 6 tries in 6 games against the Sharks. And interestingly enough, the Sharks have not lost to the Raiders since the Raiders brought in the Viking clap.
Well, I guess we'll hope that continues. Now, Manly and the Roosters. So, Dylan Walker, 100 games. That's pretty impressive for the young player. And also Blake Green, the former Stormer, doing his good thing for that team.
Yeah, Blake Green's he's what they would call a genuine journeyman. He's been around quite a few clubs, both in Australia and in England in the Super League. And between those 2 competitions, he's played 199 career games, so he'll be playing his 200th this weekend.
It proves that, you don't have to sort of be a one-club player to rack up, a longevity in the game, which is good. And also, Blake Ferguson, he's pretty miserable record against Manly.
Yeah, he's not had much success against the Sea Eagles. He's had just 1 win in 9 games against them.
Bizarre, isn't it? Thank you, Andrew. Now, last game here, Panthers and the Titans. A big milestone for one of our top referees, and also James Tedesco as well. He continues on his scoring spree.
Yeah, Tedesco is also another one of these players that's on 49 tries coming into this round, so he'll be 1 try away from bringing up 50. Chris Lawrence also needs one try to break the record for most tries scored by a West Tigers player. He's currently 76, tied with Benji Marshall.
Excellent. And Peter Wallace has won 10 out of his 12 games against the Tigers, so that's great. Now, Gavin Badger, referees, it's great to see some recognition for him. Tell us about his massive milestone this weekend.
Yeah, he'll be refereeing his 300th official NRL game in the Panthers v Tigers clash. But his first appearance isn't included as one of those because he was a trial referee in the very first game where they used 2 referees, and that was in round 25, 2003.
Wow. So really he's come through the evolution of that trial system. That's fascinating.
Yeah, he was there for the birth of
it. Yeah, it's his baby, you would almost say. Well, thanks again as always, Andrew. Wonderful stats, and I hope you've all enjoyed them. Round 22 of the NRL. Enjoy the round, and we'll see you next week.